You're such an asshole.
CastleConsulting.com, banging it out on Sunday. Do not work on the Sabbath, saith the Lord, unless, like, you have to work on the Sabbath, and you get just slammed with Asshole Consulting. Young man writes, hello, Aaron. I wanted to ask you for your thoughts on edX. If you don't know, edX is an online program created by MIT and Harvard to provide free online courses with different fields of study to those who seek to learn but don't have the funds to attend class at a regular university or college. A segment of these courses can provide you with a certificate stating you have gone through the course and understand the material. They also provide MicroMasters courses within very useful fields such as robotics and data analytics. Though to receive certification within those, the price usually runs around $1,500. They also provide other programs that provide professional certification. I understand you have a great dislike for the Ivies and the professionals and professors who are scum within the area, but MIT engineer, I don't hate the STEM fields of colleges and universities. I just hate everything else. Well, maybe the medical schools will like those too. And to a certain extent, you better have worked in the real world before you start spewing advice on, having people listening to you. I think that every professor should have to have at least 5 years real world working experience, and not nonprofits, government, like real private sector work. So I don't hate it. It's just that the remainder, it's kind of like the Nazis. It's like, yeah, they had some pretty cool engineering. They built some cool tanks and some cool planes. The rest of it, I pretty much hate its fucking guts. So. I understand you have this, but I want to know, do you believe that edX is valuable and should be looked upon favorably like Khan Academy and any other online educational providers? Let me know the price. Thanks, Sebastian. Look, not only do I view MOOCs, massive online something courses or whatever, that's what they're called, edX, Khan's Academy, what's the other one? Oh, Coursera, they're out there. I not only like them, but they should have replaced colleges 10 years ago. This bullshit where we force kids to go to school at a physical place. Look, everyone's excited about Amazon. Everybody's excited about buying shit online. Oh, we do online banking. We do online. We can't wait to let the internet make our lives infinitely easier and cheaper by doing things online, except when it comes to college. We have sent rockets to the moon. Man has excelled in every institution and capacity except crime. And if anyone can tell me where that came from, I'll be very impressed if you don't look it up on the internet, which would make your life easier. And the reason why is very simple. Established, powerful, leftist politicians, professors, academians, and people who are vested into this system are holding on to this outdated, archaic system. They have been obsoleted 5 to 10 years ago, but they still use, quote, the college experience, not education, but the college experience under the lying guise that they're there to help the children so that they can stay employed. And it's a huge percentage of the economy. I'd have to look at the figures, but we spend $1 trillion a year on education, although that includes K through 12. A lot of it, though, is... I did have the figures. It was $532 billion in 2015? It was $532 billion, so $500 billion a year. They're not going to give that up because they don't care about educating the children. This is not me being some crazy right-winger. It's true. The education system, not the public schools, the higher education system is completely obsoleted. What we should have is the world's best professors and teachers putting together online YouTube tutorials or whatever, and having accreditations, very much like in the IT industry, or as they're doing with MIT and Harvard, and thank God they're doing it, but Western Governors University, ASU Online, they're doing it. We're saying, look, this is dumb for you to come here and pay for all this brick and mortars, not to mention pollute the environment. Oh, college kids love to talk about going green, but they'll all fucking commute and drive back and forth when they could just do it from their fucking laptops over at the coffee store at home. But we could have them replace. It could be a fraction of the cost. Take the best professors ever teaching the best field, and you get certifications, very much like the certifications they give here through edX. But also, I'd say using more of a model would be the IT industry, where you get certified in computer networking, you get certified in Python programming. You get a programming, you get a certification, and then you go to your employer. And that's what we should do. We should eliminate and do away with this archaic, obsolete, no longer needed, damaging, life-destroying higher education system we have. It's not versatile enough. I mean, my God. The fact you got to take 2 years of bullshit classes because you're not a well-rounded individual, well, you need to take prereqs. Really? Really? Dropping 30 grand a year each on that bullshit? I love the education system. I love college, modern day college, in terms of a political subject. Because you see the biggest, most evil, lying frauds and charlatans lying, not even well, to the biggest group of dipshit sheeple, and it's called the millennials now, but don't worry, Gen X, Gen Z will fucking come up from the deck. And just how they fall for it. Like how the leftist professorial academician class can just stand there and bold-faced lie to these kids, and the kids fucking swallow it. And the parents, and they all go and mortgage themselves to the hilt and ruin their financial futures to go get worthless pieces of paper. When in every other aspect of the economy, we see it day to day where we've made it so that the internet has made things a lot cheaper, if not free. But we won't do that to education. Because once again, kids are more interested in the college experience than in education, and established leftists in government want education, especially college, there so they can brainwash future Democrat vote. That's the only reason education still exists in higher ed as it does today. So yes, I'm absolutely for MOOC classes. Absolutely. It's the way we should go. And if we really cared about the future, if we really cared about the kids, we'd get rid of masters and bachelors and doctorates. We'd throw it all away and say, what are you certified in? What are your skills? We just go through a checklist of what your skills and certifications are. And you could self-teach yourself for free online, go sit and take a class at, like the CPA. And it's not like we don't have models to work from. The accounting industry, Society of Accountants, they have the CPA exam. You must sit for this exam so we know that you're a decent CPA. The IT industry as well. You got to sit for a CCA exam. You got to sit for a A+, computer repair exam. Did you pass it? Good. You may have this job. But it is a mental issue, a mental disease issue, a delusional issue that we're fighting when it comes to higher education. Because the kids want it. They just want to go to college because they've been indoctrinated into it. And those professors and scum, the most evil, vile fucking scum on the planet, they're never going to give that up. They won't. Because what would they do for it? They'd have to get real jobs. So, I mean, at any point in time, this is why I learned not to bang my head against the wall. The American people do it to themselves. They fuck themselves over with this higher education bullshit. I mean, that you want the debt and deficit to go away? How about we stop pissing away $500 billion a year? You think we spend a lot of money on bombing brown people in foreign countries? You better take a look at the money we piss away unnecessarily on higher education. You can't even call it education, higher indoctrination. So yes, absolutely for it. I would like to see it in my day where colleges are wiped out, they're no longer around, and I'd like to see professors sitting there with a cup in their hand. Oh, it'd be just wonderful. But that's not going to happen because the spoiled little Swipple kids in the suburbs, they need to have their college experience. And the world will keep going round and round, but I have zero fucks to give. Go to assholeconsulting.com if you have questions, you need my advice, guidance, wisdom, and perspective. If you need to contact me through your phone directly, you can do it through the Praxi app. It is an arm and a leg. It is $2 a minute with a $25 minimum. Yes, it is just like a 1-900 number, and yes, I am a whore for money. I've never lied about that. But if you needed to talk to me in person for whatever emergency asshole consulting purposes, download the Praxi app, Praxey, from the Google Store and the iPhone Store. We got my books out there. They're considerably cheaper than $2 a minute. And you can get most of the wisdom I have. What have I written? I say, I got wisdom. Poof, book. There it is. You can get it in audio, Kindle, and paperback. All available at Amazon.com. Just search Clarey. And then we got the Clarey podcast where you can hear me rant and rave and yell and scream. Because while I give advice, sometimes I need therapy too. And it says, no, we'll talk to poor Clarey. I got to talk into the wild nothingness of the phone. I talk into this microphone right here. See that mic? It's a Yeti mic. Don't get a Yeti mic. Maybe we'll get one of the newer ones, but there's problems with it. I won't go into it now. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.